New this morning, officials in Southport, North Carolina say a suspect is in custody after a mass shooting that killed 3 people and sent 6 others to the hospital. Thanks for joining us here on your Sunday morning. I'm Laura Levine. Police say a boat with 1 person in it opened fire at the American Fish Company in Southport around 9:30 last night. The boat fled in the direction of Oak Island, where the Coast Guard took a suspect into custody. And looking ahead now, there will be a news conference at 11 this morning. Earlier today and overnight, the Southport police chief spoke about this investigation.
We just ask that you keep those that have been affected by this in your prayers and your thoughts. Our community tonight, I want to say that I'm comfortable to say that there is no, we don't feel like there's any additional threats to the community right now.
We will bring you updates, including more information about the suspect and those who were killed as we continue to learn more.
All right, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. That video was used in fair use for literary and commentary purposes only. Revelation 6 and 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him, and power was given unto them over the 4th part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and death, and the beasts of the earth. And that scripture relates to the end times. And as we see here, there is another mass shooting here in eastern North Carolina, about an hour and a half away from where I live, in the city of Southport. City of Southport is 30 miles south of Wilmington, North Carolina. So I always look at these events in a historical context, as well as a spiritual context. If anybody knows about Wilmington and Southport area, that was a place in 1898 where a lot of black people were burned and killed and, tortured, forced to leave their homes in Wilmington, North Carolina. What they're calling a race riot, but really it was a massacre. And I look at that, and if you look at some scenes from this incident, which I'm going to show you, I have to just be honest, there's only white people that were at that location. Now, from what I understand, there was a mass coming, and I'm going to show you some of the scenes from that incident. But there was a gunman. This happened at a port. It says the Southport Yacht Basin. So that means it's like a coastal area, a port area. It's on the water where evidently there's a lot of restaurants, and there's some yachts around. So people, honestly, rich white people have yachts, and boats. So that's where they congregate. They go out to this American Fish Company. If I'm not mistaken, it was slated to be a band, the Bacon Grease, playing tonight, when a guy pulled up into the port on his boat and just started shooting at the crowd at that restaurant. And as you see from the reports, 3 people are dead and another 8 injured. I don't know what they said in that report, but that may have been a preliminary report. But, it has been confirmed that 3 people are dead and 8 more are injured. Now, he drove off, and they say he went to Oak Island, by Oak Island, wherever that is. And, they said some Coast Guard, saw somebody 30 minutes later unloading or loading a boat or docking a boat. Now, they detained that man, and he's been held for questioning, and they are not saying, if he's part of or if he is the gunman. But I'm going to show you some footage, and honestly, there are basically white people coming out of that restaurant. But let me play this one other video, which is going to give you a little more insight on what happened. Again, these videos are fair use for literary and commentary purposes only.
We have some new details just into our newsroom tonight. A breaking news update. Southport officials have confirmed 3 people are dead and 8 are injured after a shooting tonight. We're told that a person of interest is being questioned right now, but here's what else we know so far. Emergency officials first sent out an alert around 9:55, letting people know that there were reports of an active shooter at the Southport yacht basin. They said there were an unknown number of injuries at that time. Like we said, now we know 3 dead, 8 injured. They did ask people to avoid that area. We have a crew that is in Southport right now. They are going to try to confirm more details for us, and we're going to keep you updated on air as soon as we learn more, either later in this newscast or tomorrow on Carolina in the Morning. We will also update our website and WECT News app as soon as we have more details.
All right, and so there you have very minimal information, but they do have a suspect in custody. And you can beat me up in the comments if you want to, but I would venture to say that the suspect is white. Now, earlier this week, another white man shot a police officer right down there in Brunswick, South Brunswick County. I think it was in Leland, North Carolina. And so I just have to look at it from historical context. Once again, that area is very prevalent with racism, long-standing racism, even today. But what started the Wilmington riots was, they had a bipartisan, half black, half white government. And, the people of North Carolina, Charles B. Aycock and some other influential self-proclaimed white supremacists came and destroyed that town, and they found ways to, cause them to be killed. And one speaker said, "We are going to choke the Cape Fear River with black carcasses." That's what he said. And mind you, the Cape Fear River is right where this gunman pulled up and shot a whole bunch of white people. And so that was, 120, almost 30 years ago. But as I always mention, you can't perpetrate violence without expecting violence to come onto your own residence. And so I just look at that, as, sowing and reaping, the violence that, certain areas and certain demographics have rooted or sent out to other people and demographics is coming upon them. We see these mass shootings, and I just have to be honest once again, mass shootings, the white people are killing a lot of white people. You know what I mean? And so these things are, I think one article said this is the 320th mass shootings when, 4 or more people have been killed this year. And we can probably do the demographics on that. And, you can see, who's doing the majority of this. But lastly, I'm going to show you some scenes from the event. I'm going to turn the volume down, but you're going to see, once again, this is a predominantly white venue. You're going to see mostly white people in this video when coming out of the venue. But just watch this. And this is also used in fair use for literary and commentary purposes only. So these are some of the scenes, as you see. You see some white people there being taken out. Basically white people being interviewed. And there's some aerial scenes of it. I think they're just going to keep recycling these pictures, but this is used in fair use for literary and commentary purposes. So there you have, a large police presence. So they're just going to keep recycling those pictures, it looks like. But there's a little bit of footage from that event. Now, of course, today, I think about 11 o'clock, they're going to be having a press conference. And so we're going to learn more about this situation as it unfolds. What relationship did this gunman have to that restaurant? Was he an ex-employee like the brother in New Hampshire from the other day? So There is a lot to unpack here in the early morning. Once again, this is another mass shooting. Last week, once again, we had the one in New Hampshire, as well as the ICE shooting, which all of these shootings are from white people. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. If you like this channel and want to help this channel grow, please hit that little subscribe button under the video. It costs you nothing, but what it does is help this video and this channel gain more exposure and be implemented into the internet space more regularly and on a frequent basis. But I thank you for watching this video, for liking, sharing, commenting, and also subscribing. And as always, I hope you have peace and blessings. Scripture says all things that are hidden shall be revealed, and those things done in secret shall be exposed on the mountaintop.
Let's go, Rich. Let's go. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing.
Negroes have listened to the trickery and the lies and the false promises of the white man now for